So that opens up a very interesting idea. One of the topics of this conference is dispassion, the ability to let go. And if you look at what is common in American spiritual growth literature right now, there's this idea of surrender, not striving to goals, but surrendering into the unknown. Could you talk about this act of surrendering?
Every day or every night when you hit the pillow in the night, what do? You simply let go. Let the sleep take over. You breathe in. How long can you hold that? Sometimes you have to let go. So, while passion is like breathing in, dispassion is like breathing out. We have to let go. Unless you have dispassion, passion will turn into depression. And today, if something is happening in the world as depression or aggression, see, our society is clogged with two major issues today. On one hand, there is aggression. People are very aggressive. You see around the world there are demonstration and mindless violence. On the other side, depression. 40% of the population in Europe are depressed. In this country, 40% of students in Mumbai are depressed. So the depression is a result of not having or not knowing how to let go. See, dispassion may appear to be a very big, quote unquote, big word and very philosophical thing. Oh, well, I had to be dispassionate. Means maybe I had to put on a lot of ashes and go to Himalayas. Where Rudraksha, no. It's an inherent quality in human life to let go. You have heard something, you have seen something, if you don't let go of it, you know what that state is called? Trauma. Traumas are those experiences that your mind catches on and is unable to let go. So in some sense, we're all traumatized. If you're traumatized, you can never feel passion or dispassion or passion or compassion or love. All these qualities which you crave for, you yourself are putting a block to it. So, seeing life from a bigger context. At the end of the day, the curtain is going to fall and the show will be finished. We must be aware of this. Just now someone asked me there about midlife crisis. I said midlife crisis is the intermission of the movie. It's the interval. What do you call intermission? No?
Intermission.
Intermission of the movie. So all the thrill is only later on. The success of movie is determined after the intermission only. So I told them, look, you are in the intermission. So what comes from now on is going to determine whether you are a tragic or a comedy or what type of movie your life is. I was mentioning, was a saint in this country. He was just a government servant. After his retirement, he went to his guru. And at the age of 78 or so, 76 or 78, his master told him, I want you to take the message of Lord Krishna to the world. And someone gave him $30. And with those $30, he boarded a ship. He didn't have money to fly to New York. He went to New York with $30 in his hand on a ship. You know what did he do?
What?
The ISKCON movement started by that. Do you know the ISKCON movement, which is known world over, Hare Krishna movement? It started by a man who was 78 years old. From Calcutta, he sailed all the way to New York and stayed in somebody's basement at that age. So, passion and dispassion, when they don't go together, we end up having depression, anxiety, tension, and all these ills that we see in the society.
So let's look at the people in this room. From what I've come to understand, the people in this room, primarily women, are at a very high level of the service you do in the world, the work they do in the world, the projects that they handle. How do we balance that? Because there are so many good people who want to do things. They want to create products, they want to fix the world. That's the passion. But it's easy to hear dispassion, but what does that look like in our lives? How do we create that intricate balance?
Well, you want to do all that, yes. At the same time, remember, your life, your energy is limited. If you don't have this context that my life and my energy is limited, then you will lose the sight of your own plan. You will get lost in the work. Number one. Second is, alone you cannot do. You have to gather everybody. You have to do with everybody. So when you have this attention that we all have together have to do this, that very sense will relax you and give you that attitude of friendliness towards and compassion towards everybody.